Well, hello. My name is Reverend Mckay, and I am the Vicar of St Mary's in Prittlewell. Some of you may recall I've had the privilege of coming along when you've had your renewal of promise at Belchamps. And this weekend, I gather you're having a very different type of camp. We have experienced, all of us, a very different year so far. But in the midst of these very difficult times, some really good things have come along as well. I've been asked to share with you something of a faith perspective today. And so my mind went to the Bible readings we are having in church tomorrow, and one of them comes from a letter written by St Paul to the early church in Rome in Italy. St Paul became a Christian, a follower of Jesus, after he had an amazing experience that completely changed his life. He also had something to do with writing to the many other churches to encourage them in their fledgling faith as well. He wrote, though, to this church, as I say, in Rome, advising and caring for them and encouraging them with a message of God's great love for them. He told them some important things, and I just want to highlight a few of them for you today. First of all, he says, rejoice in hope, be patient in suffering. Rejoicing in hope is a really good thing, even in the midst of these troubled times that we face at the moment, because there is still hope to be found in all that we are experiencing, good and not so good. He further says, be patient in suffering. Gosh, that really does take some patience, doesn't it, to be able to do that? But it's important to be reminded all the same. He says, live in harmony with one another. And we have seen through these last 6 months many turbulent times. But that message of living in harmony with one another is really vital for us even today, of course. Even when we find it difficult to do. Now, I often go out cycling, and during my rides I have the opportunity to say and exchange a hello with people as I pass by. It's a really good thing to do. It cheers my heart when they return that message of hello. And suddenly you feel part of humanity when you do that, just passing the time of day with a complete stranger and saying good morning, or simply sharing something of the day with them. St Paul, though, goes on to say in the passage we'll be reading in church tomorrow, if your enemies are hungry, feed them. If they are thirsty, give them something to drink. We might find it difficult to do that, but even those people who we don't really like, it's important to share and care for them too. Being a scout, that's part of who you are, taking the time to care for others. Finally, though, Paul says this, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. They are amazingly powerful words for us to share in again today. So my hope for you is that you can rejoice even in these troubled, difficult times, and as you spend time reflecting on what it is to be a scout in a very changed and different circumstances, that you do not get overcome by what is going on all around us, but that you overcome it with good. It's been really great to share with you today, and I look forward to, I hope, perhaps in the spring, of being with you as you renew your promises then.